Can a person be surrounded by many and yet remain the loneliest soul in the room? Beauty is the most effective mask ever invented. We tend to worship the glow, forgetting that every light casts a shadow. I've learned to stop admiring the temple and start looking at the cracks in the stone. Behind Zenaida's radiant laughter, there's a secret sorrow waiting to be found. Let's see what happens when the observer finally sees the wound beneath the grace.
One evening, Vladimir finds Zinaida alone in the twilight, far from the noise of her court. The mask of the playful queen has vanished. She is slumped in her chair, her gaze fixed on nothingness, her face etched with a secret sorrow that makes her look years older. This is the first time Vladimir sees her not as a goddess, but as a victim of her own hidden life. He watches from the shadows, his heart aching with a new kind of intensity, empathy. He realizes that her cruelty toward the men in the drawing room is a shield, a way to distract herself from a grief he cannot yet name. Her sadness is heavy, almost tangible, filling the quiet room like a thick mist. He wants to run to her, to save her, but he remains paralyzed by his own insignificance. He understands that he is seeing the true Zinaida, the one who suffers when the lights go out. This discovery deepens his obsession into something more painful. He is no longer just in love with her beauty, he is in love with her wounds. The garden, once a place of games, becomes a landscape of tragedy. He realizes that the person he worships is trapped in a cage of her own making, and the realization that he is too small to free her is the most bitter pill of all.
The sun belongs to the world, but the night belongs to the restless. I've realized that our truest selves don't appear in the light of day, but in the white shadows of a sleepless garden.
Sleeplessness becomes Vladimir's constant companion. The white nights of the Russian summer provide a ghostly backdrop to his internal turmoil. He wanders the gardens at 2 a.m., the moon casting long, distorted shadows that mirror his own fractured thoughts. He talks to the trees, to the cold stars, and to the silent house where she sleeps. His studies and his parents have become ghosts of a previous life. His only reality is the silver-lit path to her window. He imagines her waking, thinking of him, but the silence of the night offers no answers. He feels an agonizing pleasure in his loneliness, a sense of holy suffering that only the young can sustain. Every rustle of a leaf feels like a message. Every shadow is a potential meeting. He stands under her balcony for hours, his body shivering in the night air, but his soul burning with a feverish intensity. He realizes that his love has isolated him from the world of men, turning him into a ghost haunting his own life. The moon is a cold witness to his devotion, reflecting his own inner void. He is a wanderer in a landscape of his own creation, finding a strange, dark comfort in the fact that no one in the waking world can understand the depth of his secret vigil.
Metaphors are a luxury for those who haven't felt the sting of the world yet. We want love to be a poem, but reality is often a blunt instrument. I've stopped looking for soft endings. I'm looking at the red mark of a whip on a woman's arm, a moment that shatters the dream and reveals that passion is often written in scars, not in verses.
Following his father on a secret mission, Vladimir hides in the tall grass near Zenaida's window. He witnesses a scene that will haunt him for the rest of his life. His father, a man of cold, aristocratic restraint, is arguing with Zenaida. In a sudden flash of violence, his father raises a riding whip and strikes Zenaida across her bare, white arm. The sound of the lash is sharp and visceral, cutting through the silence of the garden. Vladimir expects her to scream, to flee, to fight back. Instead, he watches in horror as she slowly raises the arm and kisses the red welt his father inflicted. She submits with a look of agonizing, ecstatic devotion. This is the blow of reality that shatters Vladimir's world. He realizes that the first love he imagined of flowers and moonlit walks is a lie. True passion, the adult passion of his father and Zenaida, is a brutal struggle of dominance and submission. The whip is the true symbol of their connection. His father is the rival he could never defeat, and Zenaida is the victim of a love that is also a cage. The red line on her arm is a permanent mark on Vladimir's soul. He realizes that the woman he worshipped as a queen is in truth a subject to a power far more terrifying than her own. His childhood innocence dies in that moment, replaced by a cold, gray knowledge of the cruelty of the human heart.
We all wear a mask of light to hide the heavy shadows. Who is the last person to actually see the weight behind your smile? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Leave the noise behind. Find yourself in the void wander.